Hi, my name is Sonia. I'm 28 years old and I'm currently living in Berlin with my boyfriend. I have a full-time job, but since a couple of years ago, I started really enjoying editing and posting on YouTube. Although I'm still learning a lot, I am having a lot of fun in the process. And documenting my life and the memories that I make along the way to, adulthood has been really fun and motivating as well. I have been experimenting with my editing in the last year, but that has made me fall way behind my ideal YouTube posting schedule. Because of that, we're gonna swiftly go back to September 2023 and take a look of what was happening in my life exactly 1 year ago. But before that, let me quickly show you what happened since then, because a lot can happen in 1 year. It all started with dog sitting that I have already lost along the way. I think I was enjoying fall, winter, season 2023 a little bit too much because I ended up falling into my comfort zone a little bit too deep. Actually, took the leap into one main challenge, which is theater class. I have done 3 shows so far, and I'm currently in the process of preparing for my 4th one. I picked it up again after a couple of months, and it's now, I would say, other than editing, my main hobby on the side. I spent a lot of time with my friends, going outside, even though the weather in Berlin was getting worse and worse. But I also spent a lot of time at home, in our old apartment, because, surprise, we moved since then, trying to find ways to be cozy, but also find ways to keep it interesting a little bit, and not fall into the monotonous of the everyday life. Christmas was incredible. I savored up all of the Christmas markets and everything Berlin has to offer leading up to the white season. I spent some time at home, I saw my parents' new house, and documented a little bit of a very chill December week back in Italy. I spent Christmas in Romania with my family, and that video is already up on the channel if you want to see. It was a very special moment. And I also brought Anto to visit my grandparents' place in Romania and see where I had spent most of the summers in my childhood. And ultimately, I spent New Year's Eve in Hamburg with one of my best friends, Sarah, and our friends from our time in Hamburg, followed by a quick trip to Cologne through birthday celebrations, tea parties, walks at our neighborhood cafe, and then, of course, trying a lot of new restaurants and bars in Berlin. We finally survived the winter. Slowly but surely, the cold months in the city finally passed, leading up to the main event of early this year. We moved into our new apartment, which we adore. Being in the new home made us both calmer and just at ease with each other's presence. We're both taking such good care of it at the moment compared to the old place. It was a very welcome change in, the vibes. We now live in Neukölln, and naturally, as soon as I moved, I started exploring the area, which I am in love with. Due to many bars, cafes, vintage shops, we started cooking more because now we have a fully functional oven. Very soon after the move, I went back home to Italy to celebrate my baby brother's graduation, and I got bangs, but they've already grown so long that it's barely recognizable. And then the sun came. I thrive in spring. No matter what happens and how mundane my life keeps rolling, I will feel 10 times happier if there's a rebirth sense and a little bit of sunshine in the air. I am a sucker for new beginnings and fresh starts, so spring to me sounds like the best thing ever. But with spring, the travel season started. We had Paris with Annie, and I adored the city. I had the best time. I did not even think that I would like it this much. And I got to use my French, which I studied for 4 years and used in Montreal on my exchange. I filmed my last moments in the city before deciding that probably was time to only film my upcoming travels and allow myself to just edit all the footage that I accumulated in the last year. Then Simona and I flew again to the other side of the world to continue our Southeast Asia series that we started the year before. So from Singapore and Thailand, we ended up this time in Indonesia. After roughly 24 hours in Jakarta, we flew to Bali for a little over 10 days of just relaxation, good food, sun, and some really unique experiences. We saw the most beautiful beaches, we hiked a volcano, we tanned as if there was no tomorrow, and I even tried surfing for the first time. Had a face-to-face with a monkey. I spent my birthday in Bali. Then it was time for Porto with my friend Clara. It was my first time in Portugal and I had so much fun and had a lot of good food and obviously good wine. I devoured the Olympics, being split between Romania and Italy once again. I am obsessed with gymnastics when the Olympics come around, and enjoyed some really amazing summer nights in the city before leaving for Budapest to visit our friend Dani. Both Anta and I fell in love with the city. It was my second time there, but I swear, if the language wasn't an issue, we would be living in Budapest at the moment. Everything was so beautiful. And we concluded the season with my last trip of the summer. We flew to Sicily in early September with a group of friends and we stayed in Palermo for a few days. It was just my dream holiday. So much good food. I spent so much time in the water. There's just something about the September sun. It's so strong and so nostalgic at the same time. And now, while all of us wait for me to put these beautiful memories into digestible videos, let's go back in time and let's enjoy early fall 2023. Pretend I'm not here.
Where do I look? Wait, what? That's what it said. Oh, I have to look here? Anyway. It was very creepy. Like, whoa, that's a game. Big one. I wonder what's going on today.
What's an inference? You know, like, put in wind, and you're like, it's a kid or a
Height. Over.
Yeah, I'm done. Literally over. Thanks, God.
Kemudian Trino.
I'm home alone. It's actually Saturday night. So I spent the entire day cleaning. Anto is out. He has a birthday party. I'm just here right now procrastinating my shower. I really want to shower. I have to wash my hair. Cleaning took way longer than I thought, so I'm not gonna have much time to chill, but I think I want to make myself a cup of tea, journal. I feel like I'm very exhausted because I had Istanbul and then work, and then I had Munich and then work, and I don't know, I just feel like I really haven't had time to sleep and rest and take care of myself. I'm not gonna talk about working out. I have no idea when the last time I worked out is. At this point, we're gonna have to start fresh. It's gonna be painful. I don't know, I feel like next weekend is really the weekend to sleep, not do much, and just relax, take care of myself. Simona gave me her carpet because she's moving and she knows I love it. I started this beauty. Sarah gave it to me.
Quasi arrivato il momento di decidere. Si avete una dice, Simona viene in Australia o fa la vacanza con i suoceri. You know what to do. I am instructor.
And me as well.
Did you miss it? What are you
I miss your cinematography. The most beautiful breakfast ever. I'm obsessed. I'm actually going to brunch with Ani in like 2 hours, but I could not resist. I'm too hungry whenever I wake up, so that's the first thing I do. Let's put on a show. Gossip Girl. I'm going for Gossip Girl.
And precious metals.
Oh my god, I hate him so much.
The only thing he's going to need support for is the massive influx in those bank accounts.
Leave in like half an hour. I pushed it back because I knew I wasn't gonna be ready. And I wanted to do the dishes and have the kitchen a little bit clean. I am in need of a new moisturizer. I'm not happy with the Ordinary anymore. The only thing that I put on my face, to be honest, I'm trying to minimize product. I mean, that and sunscreen. I am really happy because I'm finally used to always putting sunscreen on. I'm gonna try and buy some CeraVe. It happens every fall, like as soon as the weather gets a little bit more cold. My skin is starting to get a little bit dry. That's not something that I had in the past, but I noticed this last year and in Berlin in general. My skin is very dry in the winter, especially in some areas, and it kind of hurts when that happens with all the product that I need to use for my acne. So last year I was using Cicaplast This year I want to go for a different brand, and I've never tried CeraVe, but I heard good things. So I'm gonna pop into a pharmacy later today. Probably the most important part of my routine. We're ready. Just trying to tie my shoe. I think I'm gonna have to text my friend that I'm late. How am I so bad with time management? I don't know. Let's text Ani. I'm gonna be 15 minutes late, which for me is not that bad. During the week, whenever I go to the office, I'm always late for the office, always. Like, I can never ever get there on time, even if I wake up like 3 hours earlier. Have my Alohas on. Thrifted jeans. I thrifted them in Montreal and they're still going strong. This I literally found in my building last year. Someone has left it, as they do in Berlin. But it's cute, I like it. These are a gift, and I'm gonna pop on a leather jacket, and I am bringing my leather bag.
The cute little duckies are like swimming around with the swans, with the big boys. You wish.
This thing, what's it called? Like when you speed up the video, you know, like a time lapse, and then it counts like make a artistic director.
Hello. The lighting in here is very bad, and that is because it is already dark outside, even though it's only 7 p.m. It's also super cold, and we turned the heating on in the apartment, but today one of my coworkers pointed out on a meeting that I was already wearing double layers. Yes, I am, because I'm freezing all the time. Today was one of those days when I didn't get that much done. And tomorrow I'm going to be in the office, so I'm definitely going to be productive with no excuses. So in general, today was not it. I'm hoping it will get better, and I'm hoping things will get more interesting, and I just can get used to this new rhythm of like being dark when I get off work. I dread this so much, and having already lived in Berlin for one full winter, I know what's coming, and I'm not excited. But on a more exciting note, we have some new skincare stuff. So I got a face moisturizer, and then I also got a cleanser, and this I'm very excited about. And I think it will last me a while. I'm gonna keep doing my theater classes for sure, so I hope that gets me through the winter. I'm mostly excited about what's coming after the winter. So these months I want to really use to recharge, not do much. But the thing is, last year during this time I was very excited because we had just moved into this apartment. We had just moved in together and everything was kind of new. Whereas now it's like, yeah, we already know the drill. We know we're gonna go to the gym in the evening sometimes. We know we're gonna get coffee from the French place in the morning or burgers in the evening. You know, we know which Christmas markets are better than others. I don't know, there's so much predictability, and in the past few years I have never had that. Like in the past maybe 4 to 5 years, everything was so different. And I still live by this cycle of kind of a university life cycle that in September everything is new. Now I have nothing to be excited about for the fall months because everything is repeating itself. Yeah, I'm taking theater classes, and that's maybe the only different thing. And last year at this time what was I doing? I was running. I'm not running anymore. That was totally just a phase. And I was taking German classes. I feel like it's not enough to just, it's not enough new people, it's not a new environment. I'm really seeing the world with beige glasses on right now. I think I'm gonna get to cooking in a few minutes. I'm gonna call my mom. I have a doctor appointment tomorrow, so I want to check with my mom what I have to say and what I have to ask for, because she knows better. Hello! We just went out for a coffee downstairs at our go-to bar. I'm going to leave to get my nails done in like half an hour. It's very hot today, and yesterday evening was also like 20 degrees. Plan for today: check the weather because I don't want to be rained on while I'm outside. I'm going to get my nails done and I'm going to walk around Prenzlauer Berg a little bit. I have this one shop that I want to check. I am planning on getting a little gift. I think I'm gonna check that out, see what's popping in Prenzlauer Berg, and then we need to go grocery shopping. Tonight I invited my friends to go to the pizza place that we love. So I booked a table. I forgot the reservation time because I never got a confirmation email. It was just like a page that popped up and said, yeah, you're confirmed. But then I forgot to write down the time that I booked for, and I sent them another email, but if they don't reply, I'm just gonna pop in there later today and check and make sure everything is confirmed because we're kind of a big group. And then everyone's gonna come here for a little get together, and yeah, we're probably gonna have some drinks, play some games, nothing crazy, but yeah, I just felt like doing something at our place and organizing something with this group of people. I'm not that proactive with big groups lately, so I'm trying to get myself out there. Also, I wanted to buy a new pair of Dr. Martens today because mine are broken. I'm trying to buy another pair of vegan ones. They just get so expensive every time. Like every time I buy a new pair of Dr. Martens, they're just like 40 euros more than the previous time. It's really annoying, but they last so long. I've had this pair for 3 years, and I've been wearing them almost every day, right? So it's time for an upgrade. I'm very frugal when it comes to clothing or shoes. I used not to be, but I also used to prioritize quantity over quality, and that has to stop. And I probably should get ready and get going. Nails are done, and we're gonna go to this one gourmet store and see if we find something.
Thank you so much for being here. Because after tables look so sad.
So should I add some more? It's 8:30. I had my friends come over to rehearse for our little theater play, and this was our setup. Our play takes place in a restaurant, so while we were holding our fake drinks, we actually were drinking our real Aperol Spritz drinks. I think it went well. I think we're almost there, and it's gonna be a good one. I'm also doing it with my friend, so that's super fun for us to be able to act together. That's really cool. I need to wash my hair because tomorrow is a big day. I'm also so exhausted. I don't know why. Today was the first like very cold day, and I was outside for a bit, and I think that cold just tired me. Yeah. 10 degrees.
Yes, feel free to do like more like a voice that is more distorted. Hello.
Close to the show, how are you feeling?
A little bit nervous.
We're gonna play together.
I'm feeling good about that.
Thanks for that. Office day. I'm wearing what I wore yesterday.
And I saw that you took 2 selfies. It's amazing.
It's been such a long week, such a tiring week. And today is Saturday, and I overbooked myself. I almost had brunch plans, but then I decided not to go because it would have been too much. So on the list today we have Pinocchio, another shopping, or anyway, just like going around some shops. It's gonna be a shopping day. I don't really need anything. Well, no, I need a lot of things, but I have to prioritize. And I think if I want to manifest something, I'm gonna manifest like either nice top basics or a winter coat. Possibly black, because I have too much color stuff in my wardrobe that don't represent my identity anymore. And then we have dinner with some friends. Yeah. but I have to leave in like 20 minutes. No, 15. So I actually have to change this sweater and do my makeup and get my bag ready. I almost got sick the other day, so I have to be a big girl and cover myself today. Nice. All done. As you can see, I'm not a big makeup person. I think it looks good, clean. Right, fit check. So, new docs. Still breaking them in. And because I just washed my hair, okay, gotta go. It's Sonia. With I. Elena.
Sonia and
You probably should call him to act on your films.
films.
So like the Roman Empire, if you're like sat and you're just thinking about something, so say I'm actually thinking about how like the toilet works,
Yeah.
and then you're thinking about, oh, okay, like how does the plumbing work, and then you think about plumbing, you're like, oh my gosh, Romans invented plumbing, and then you start thinking about the Roman Empire, and suddenly it all makes sense, and that's why I'm thinking about the Roman Empire suddenly, you see.
Gay shit that, you know, like chicken hearts.
Off a wall in a bar and just ended up hitting the guy with it. It was like a big fucking oar, you know, like a canoe oar, and it just fucking hit the guy.
Yeah.
I think it was that one.
They said like a.
It's Sunday. I think it's like 1 p.m. I woke up late. I had to sleep in because I am exhausted from the week I had. It was the first proper fall week in Berlin, so energy level dropped drastically. I had breakfast and I spent my morning just watching a bunch of YouTube videos because I have no plans today. Finally. So on the list we have drinking my vitamins, and we started taking vitamin D. We're taking this winter seriously because last winter was tough on both of us. So Anto went out this week and he got vitamin D supplements, and now we are already fighting the darkness. And I have to call my aunt because yesterday was her birthday, but I didn't have time to call her and I feel really bad. So I'm gonna do that now. Hello, te déranges? Birthday wishes have been made, and what I really should do now is do a laundry. Yesterday I went to Vino Kilo with my friend, and it was a little bit underwhelming. I still found something, granted all things that I didn't need, but I was like, they're good quality, they're affordable, everything was priced by kilo, and I think I ended up buying like half a kilo. So it was really, really cheap, and I'm definitely gonna use them. Especially like for layering in winter in Berlin, really good. I don't know if you know what Vino Kilo is, but it's this like event series that is basically revolving around a flea market, and they started just traveling around Europe and organizing these Vino Kilo pop-ups in really cool locations actually. And it is kind of a big thing in Italy right now. They're doing it pretty much everywhere, but they started in Milan with the first Italian event, and I remember I was there. Someone found it on Facebook. This was back in 2019, I think. And me and my friends decided to volunteer. And when you volunteer there, they grant you as a compensation, they give you like, I don't know, 3 or 4 kilos of free clothes. And that's amazing because first of all, if you volunteer, you can take a look at everything and like take things and put them aside for you. So you have a more informed choice, and you also know what's going on like backstage in the stock. And yeah, really fun, like really good chance of finding stuff. And also, if you don't volunteer, things can actually get pretty expensive. Like, I don't know, if you buy like sweaters or winter coats or jeans, even stuff like that, like that can get really expensive because it is priced per kilo. So yeah, I think half of my wardrobe is found from Vino Kilo events where I volunteered. I did it in Milan like maybe 2 or 3 times, and the locations where they did it were actually pretty cool, and it was a thing, you know, like everyone would show up, people would queue down the street and all around the building, and it was like so busy, so like bustling, and this is why they needed so many volunteers as well. But in Berlin, pretty underwhelming. I went last year, and this year they did in the exact same location. It's such a big space, but they only took 1 floor and there wasn't much stock. It was way busier last year, but this year was like people were just hanging out, but it wasn't as crowded. I don't know, the vibe was just so different. I was talking to Anto about it, and he said it maybe it's because like in Berlin you already have so much choice when it comes to vintage stuff and secondhand clothes. And this event is not going to surprise anyone, whereas in Milan it's more like it's harder to find stuff. Humana vintage in Milan are really good, and I think way better than the ones in Berlin. But in general, vintage shops in Berlin offer much more. They are many more and offer much more good quality stuff. And in Milan, I think it's either like the cheap Humana things or like the, I don't know, super expensive, really good vintage designer things. So there's no in between. So that's where Vino Kilo came, and they had a really good product placement for the Italian market, if that makes sense. So the first thing I got is this vest kind of thing. It's really cute, like over a shirt or something. And then this, I'm even kind of more excited about. This is like zip up. And it's kind of a nice pattern as well. 100% wool, so this can be very warm. Made in Hong Kong. That's all I know. But I should definitely wash all these things. It's already 4 p.m. This day is flying by. I should rehearse for my theater class and clean the house. That should be a priority. Anto's working, so I'm gonna join him in the other room with my laptop and my headphone. And the fact that I got ready, it's motivating me a little bit to be productive. Okay. Classic Sarah.